Samiksha. I'm a microbiologist, and in this video, if you are a microbiology aspirant looking for how to study microbiology for my post-graduation or for any other career in microbiology, please do watch this video where I am going to explain about all the sections and which are the books available in each section, and also about which topic to read from that book, and also my suggestions and opinion about the books that I have referred. So, first and foremost, in this matter, I would like to start with basics of practical microbiology and also bacteriology, where you start your journey. If just like cooking, while we have to prepare one authentic meal, we will have to add ingredients from multiple places. Even in while studying microbiology, consider it that way, and particular topics you will have to add information from particular books, and have a basic book where you are adding those information and keep revising them repeatedly. That way you will do. And coming to each books, actually in Coleman, this is one basic book where general microbiology is given very nicely. Importantly, sample processing and also biochemical reactions separately are given in charts. They will be your go-to place whenever you have doubt regarding positive control, negative control for each reaction, and reaction principles are given in a very simple way where we can understand, and identification of bacteria, of course. So bacteriology is covered in Coleman very well along with general microbiology. Then coming to Mackey and McCartney, this book is very good for culture media and methods actually. No other book gives in depth about culture media like Mackey and McCartney. Even if we want to prepare media also, Mackey and McCartney is good. And each bacteria, whichever selective media is coming, for example XLD and DCA, Wilson and Blair, if we want to know the principle behind it, Mackey and McCartney gives in separate chapters about each bacteria in that way. Then Bailey and Scott, in that I found molecular techniques very helpful from that book, especially hybridization methods, even PCR technique, everything explained nicely. Monica Cheeseberg book is very well known for principles on biochemical reactions and everything about it. Then now recently released Apurva Shastri volume 1 covers about general microbiology, and also even quality control is included in a very detailed manner. Along with that, biochemical reactions for both gram positives and gram negative organisms in bacteriology is covered in that book. Volume 2 is completely about systemic bacteriology, where even the epidemiology, pathogenesis, along with that lab diagnosis is given in depth. Now, being a microbiology aspirant, I would tell that do not miss Coleman. It's a huge book. Cannot complete everything in 3 years. Sometimes some people they can complete. But even if we cannot complete the whole book, just some information at least, especially Coleman charts, please do not miss. Coming to mycology, my favorite section. In this we have Fisher's mycology, Jagdish Chandra's mycology, Laurent's fungi book, and Dr. Arora book. In Fisher's mycology book I have not referred myself, so it's believed to be one of the topmost book in mycology. I have referred to Jagdish Chandra, where I found that all the topics that are necessary for post-graduation is given in detail, except for few for which we will have to refer articles, especially recent advances. And for practical, Laurent's fungi is like go-to book. Gross and microscopy. Every time we used to correlate from Laurent's fungi book, and don't miss out on reading culture techniques from Laurent's fungi for mycology, especially slide culture technique, hair bait technique, then regarding all the medias used in mycology, and also nutrient deficient medias, nutrient rich medias, and more importantly some terminologies used in mycology like chlamydospore, then Hewlett cells, etc. Are clarified towards the end, where they will define that terminology along with nice pictures. Jagdish Chandra book, I felt that you have to make notes. Better to make notes because it will help you in reproducing for your exam. Otherwise, it's more like a storybook. Whereas Dr. Arora book, it is more like our notes where point-wise answers are given. Especially for theory, it is like revision kind of book. But I have referred to Jagdish Chandra and Laurent's fungi. I have heard from my friends that Aurora book was useful. So coming to virology, we have Fields virology textbook. We have Baijayanti Mala Mishra, Anant Narayan, Apurva Shastri, and also Mandel's. Actually, where to refer what is I am going to tell. As I have referred Baijayanti Mala Mishra, old edition of Anant Narayan, CBME textbook of UG Apurva Shastri, and also Mandel's textbook. Fields virology, somehow I was not comfortable reading that book. I did not refer from that book, but I have heard good reviews from many people that it's a good book for virology. Baijayanti Mala Mishra, most of the virus is explained in detail, epidemiology, its clinical features, pathogenesis, vaccines are covered, even lab diagnosis is covered, except for few viruses wherever I felt deficient, I also referred to articles. But while coming to viral culture topic, I found it difficult to understand from Baijayanti Mala Mishra and Fields virology also. I could understand better from old edition of Anant Narayan. Then some syndromic approach kind of questions, syndromic approach to encephalitis, and even in-depth knowledge about clinical syndrome approach is given very well in infectious disease book that Mandel's. Separate coverage on clinical syndromes is given, especially for syndromic approach to viral encephalitis, where flow charts are given. From Mandel's, we can pick up the flow charts and write in the basic book wherever we are. Whichever book we are using, we can attach notes from those books. Then CBME book of UG Apurva is helpful in topics like oncogenic viruses, viral exanthems, given as a separate chapter in CBME book of Apurva Shastri. So in Baijayanti Mala Mishra, viruses based on their structure and classification are and also according to systems they are covered. But coming to further, I would like to tell you that now that I have told many books and many topics, don't get overwhelmed if you are a first year postgraduate. I would like to tell you that during your initial 1 or 2 months, please observe. Just go through the books whichever you feel like. Give some time to understand and come to that ikigai conclusion, which book helps for you. Okay, don't rush through this process, make it slower. So initial 6 months, try to read UG textbooks which you would have read, either Anant Narayan or Apurva Shastri, to get back oriented to microbiology. Whatever you know already, that will strengthen. And few more things, whatever you would have not noticed during UG time, you will notice now. And with each doubts, it will get clarified with the PG reference books, PG books actually. So I would suggest during initial 6 months, just give a thorough reading of UG textbook before starting your postgraduate textbooks. Um, then for hospital infection control section, UG Apurva book, CBME book is good enough, except for few topics like outbreak management, hospital associated infections, AMSP. HICC book of Apurva Shastri is good, and also for OT sterilization, etc. For immunology, you have QB's immunology book, PG Apurva Shastri Volume 1. Now recently it has been released. QB's immunology book, in depth they have given and very beautifully explained concepts. The problem again is to retain it, to reproduce it. We have limited pages, 5 pages to write one answer in PG final exam. Then again it becomes very difficult to conclude, to make it a summary. So if whenever we are reading QB's immunology book, I used to make notes. So make notes. And also Apurva Shastri UG textbook also is good to revise, to write for exam. And PG Apurva Shastri Volume 1 also is thorough. Now coming to AST topic, antimicrobial susceptibility testing, CLSI is very good. The method of doing it, then also other alternatives, all the techniques, and CLSI updates, we should be thorough in the meanwhile. Coming to infectious disease section as such, and also for writing NEET SS and all, for joining for DM, Mandel's textbook is very good. And also in post graduation, for few topics like fever of unknown origin, sepsis topic, it is repeatedly asked during exam also. The concepts in sepsis explained beautifully in Mandel's. And syndromic approaches given in clinical syndrome section in Mandel's, especially flowcharts, I would tell. Finally, to sum up, don't get overwhelmed, believe in yourself, and take enough time for planning. You will do well in microbiology. Just don't miss on any section and choose a right book for yourself, right book for right topics. Okay, see you in the next video. Bye.